Hello, you guys. How are you? Good, 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 good. I'm going out tonight, but I figured I have to make my video. There it goes. There goes the AC. Literally, it knows when I'm doing something important. Anyway, I'm going out, but I wanted to tell you guys something. I'm quitting smoking. That's a really big deal for me. I've been one for a very, very long time. And I know it's nasty, I know it's gross, but I'm from fucking Florida, so what do you expect? Literally, what do you expect? So, and I honestly, I started young, not addictively. As stupid as anyone is when they pick up smoking, or most people, not everybody. But it wasn't really to relieve any stress. I don't think it did that for me, but rather, I think I think when I started when I was young, it wasn't out of it wasn't any other reason other than to look cool, you know? And as time went on, I gradually had become literally addicted to it, to the extent where I need it in the morning and stuff I started with cigarettes, moved on to vaping, and then I rarely smoke cigarettes, and I think they're nasty, and I swear I see an effect on my skin immediately, so I refuse to smoke cigarettes. But vaping, on the other hand, I'm sure it had some effect on my skin. But regardless, I think it's just a health thing. I don't want to have that with me all the time, and I have a severe dependency. And I'm sharing this not because it's fun, certainly not. I don't even know why I'd say that, but because maybe it might help somebody out there. And vaping has become so prevalent that I'm sure I might catch somebody who is, going through it. Now, when it really developed into an addiction, it was at a time where I had direct access to a vape. I hadn't bought one yet for myself. Really, I think what caused the addiction was having it in the morning. I didn't even like the feeling, but just having it in the morning, and then it being part of my identity. I think that now, as I break certain thresholds of identity, I realize that a lot of the superficial constituents that make up who I am are not very necessary. I don't need to hold on to them. So vaping, smoking is one of them. I thought that for the longest time, and it's embarrassing, but hey, if it helps somebody, I might as well say it. I think it gave me this weird edge that I think I myself lacked in terms of initial impressions and just my general display of personality. I think that it gave away to something maybe a little bit more aggressive about me that I wanted to portray, but I couldn't, because by nature I'm pretty bubbly and sweet. And so I thought smoking would, add to this equilibrium and give insight to myself, which is stupid. It's stupid, but I can guarantee a lot of people, are attached to not only the nicotine, not only the muscle memory of taking, an object and bringing it to your lips. It's not just that. It really is it's a part of me. I don't think it makes me feel cool anymore, but it did when I was younger. So, it's hard to move past, and really it's particularly hard for me because I have been smoking for a while. Not as long as most smokers, or, it's no competition, but for me it's been some time. And the withdrawal symptoms are very strong. So that fucking sucks. That really, really sucks. I go through it, and some of the symptoms are, of course, the headache and irritability, but I also feel clenching in my jaw. I feel clenching of my muscles, tension in my muscles here, my back, my thighs, a lot. Throat pain because I'm used to menthol. And the worst one is blurry vision. That's the one that scares me. So, and I've tried many times to quit. I really have tried many times to quit. But now I've finally succumbed to quit tobacco groups. I'm proud of myself. I am. It's not easy. to make that decision. And even then, I feel like I go into it half-hearted and not very interested in what they have to say because it's stuff that I've heard time and again. But that effort helps, and they also supply you with patches and lozenges, so it makes a world of a difference when you do have that with you, of course. And I'm honestly, like, I'm afraid to even put it on because what if I get nauseous? What's gonna happen to me? How am I gonna feel? So I don't know if I'm gonna do it tonight. I honestly, I have like a near dead vape with me that I might just take and just kind of get through the pain, like the headache and the withdrawal symptoms, and not care too much. It's okay, it is what it is. But that is the goal. I don't want this anymore. I don't want that in my hand anymore. I think I want to be healthy, and I try hard to be healthy. I eat well, I take care of my skin, I take care of my body as much as I can. But, I do all these things to be proactive, and I care about my mental health, and I journal, and I go to therapy, and I think about my future, and I work hard for it, and I think about becoming a mother one day. I think about, my parents getting old, and I want to be with them. And like, I'm not saying, necessarily vaping will really will be the reason of my death, and it'd be a reason for a premature death. But I would like to take caution here, and bring this to an end. And really, I think it sometimes is the superficial reason, like, hey, I just don't want to be associated with this anymore. This is fucking sad. I loved the culture around it because it felt so blasé, and it really, I think, spoke to me in a weird way because I am typically, type B, relaxed, and it's just, and there is no shade to the counterpart of that archetype. But that was something that I related to. So to be part of that culture, also, I know it sounds dorky, like, oh, it's just vaping, dude. It doesn't have to be that dramatic, but fuck it, dude. It fucking is. It is. It can easily be psychoanalyzed, and there have been reports on this subject, and not just for cigarette smokers, but for vapors too. And I just hate it. I don't want to be part of it anymore. And so I'm gonna try my best, and we will see how well I do, of course. And the goal is to just stop. It is, and it would be so, just the image of me being without is so inspiring. It's something I want to experience. So yeah, that's really about it. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. It really is a short video, but I gotta wrap it up because I am going out to see my friend. She's back she was traveling, so I'm gonna go see her and then see some of my cousins. And my outfit is cunt, and my body is tea, and my shoes are rad. And yeah, I'm excited. And I have a sleepover tonight, and then tomorrow I'm gonna get back to it. Right, I have a mockumentary coming out. I have a series that I'm gonna work on. I'm getting closer to the date for when we're thinking about filming this project. The Last Banana Proof of Concept. I gotta work on that. I gotta send examples for what I'm looking for stylistically, aesthetically. And I have a book to edit, so 3 pages a day. So gotta work on that and stay busy. And that should be it. That's on the docket, man. And then I kind of want to do a self-care day too, exfoliate and I don't know, shave my legs or something. I mean, I did today, but something like that. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy I shared this. I'm happy that I can become more and more vulnerable. I don't have a lot of subscribers. I have 33 people watching, and not even, I think 33 people have just subscribed to it, and every now and then I'll get a video about something here and there. But I think it's worth it. I think that, someday someone might discover me and find company in these videos, and that's so important. I mean, that's why I do what I do, to it's with hope that someone can relate to it and feel less alone. And that's how I feel about movies, and certainly that's why I write. So that's about it. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, rest of your week. I am going to head out. It is my time. So